Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on a squad from the Big Ten, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it. He shreds the tackle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
1st and 10 now for the offense.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Hits the running back in the flat. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Hey, they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the 3rd down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Completion makes it 2nd and short. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Play number 7 on the opening drive, and it's 3rd and short. Can he make it to the marker? They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Well, if you're going to win a national championship, when you get to 3rd downs, you've got to find a way to convert. And here on this opening drive, it's exactly what this offense has been able to do. This time on the ground, keep those sticks moving.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Caught quickly. Steps out of bounds after a solid gain, which sets up a first and goal for the offense. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they grab the early lead. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kirk.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it, with the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done, and to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
No problem with BAT right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down here for this offense. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick catch. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So one play moves the ball to the 38. Another first down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
They'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
And that's everything you want from a defense. They bring pressure. They, in fact, get to the quarterback. He's lucky he got that ball off. And then once he does get it off and it's completed, very often you'll see that go for a big play because the defense sold out. Here, they still have defenders in position to keep that to a short game.
And he's got his man open downfield. Touchdown, Panthers. Strong game by this quarterback.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner trying to create good field position. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Picks up some blocks. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown. Wow, kick return for a touchdown in the national championship game. This place has come unhinged.
You know, we get so caught up in offense and defense, sometimes people like to overlook the importance of special teams. Here's a great reminder. Big-time blocks up front, and the speed of the return man, he takes it all the way to the end zone.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Georgia State offense back out there. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Short throw complete to the tight end. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Well, it's another huge game for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Breaks loose at the 40. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he drops back in the gun. Makes the catch downfield. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
That's another positive gain here for this offense. And this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to get the throw off. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Try and muscle for the first down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking for the wideout. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
The pocket breaking down. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me, it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the second sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
And the single back takes the handoff. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Tries to get it to the running back. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm earned him the first down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
It's a run. Running back's got it.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Under pressure, just lets it go. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's now going to bring up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Running back grabs it on a screen. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Off the play fake on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's taken down behind the line. He's going to lose a yard or two.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship. And you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Panthers offense back out there now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. He stays alive. Pass rush closing in. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything.
He'll take a deep shot. Pass hauled in inside the 15. Touchdown, Georgia State. No chance to catch it. And they'll set up with a PAT. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Finally get him. Wait. Pitch and catch.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. That is an enormous loss. It's going to be tough to recover from that on this drive. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Coverage team brings down the returner. The Georgia State offense on the field now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Past the 20. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Panthers.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Automatic with the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Breaks loose at the 45. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they go in front here in the second half. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trading the blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Georgia State offense back out there. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Looking right, this one caught. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and a receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Gamecocks offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
And third and short to try to pick it up on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
And the Panthers offense back out there now. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Another positive game by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Now trapped behind the line, it'll be a short loss.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense, and it is. It's become an offensive game, but how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
Extending the play now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Fires it to the wideout, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, but the guy just had him blanketed. And he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket now. Trying to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there. And now it's a fourth down call.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot. I think he'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
The Jacksonville State offense back out on the field now. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver makes the grab. He's found some room at the 45. Rips off a... Finally tackled at the 46.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
And it's caught.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
A completion makes it 2nd and short. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They're going to run it here. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And then first down, right back to the running game. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. It was a foot race and he won it. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it's caught from inside the 20. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. The Georgia State offense on the field now. Last possession, they went for it on fourth down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. It's a quick grab. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Got it.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with the perfect call on this important play coming up. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. It's 3rd down for the offense. And the wideout goes in motion. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. So here comes the kicking team onto the field. They'll settle for 3. And the importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game. Kick is up and no good. Off the miss, the lead is still 14, a two-possession game.
Oh, off the upright there. Boy, he hit it clean. It was end over end. I thought it had a real chance, and the ball just kind of kept moving on him, and then doink, right off the upright.
Breaking free at the 35. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. New setter down to the offense. First and 10. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. Empty backfield now as they go for two. Just some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And the quarterback dropping back. And it's caught in the end zone for a two-point conversion to cut into this lead.
Oh, how about this call? They completely spread the defense out with this empty set. 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off, and they still get it done. Great timing by the quarterback and his receiver.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Jacksonville State offense again. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Oh, and he dropped it over the middle in some traffic there. Now brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Shotgun formation here on third down. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Looking to throw yet again. And he lofts it toward the sideline. No, it's incomplete. A chance and a much-needed takeaway there. Now it's second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Throwing again on second and 10. Signs the quick throw.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
Here comes the Georgia State offense back out there. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback looking to scramble. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Here's the handoff on a counter. Running through the tackle.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, and he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Eludes a tackle. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
And now the defense able to bring him down. Defense takes their 3rd and final timeout of the half to talk strategy.
That's a good positive gain there on 1st and goal, and here we go. The closer you get, the tougher it gets to get the ball into the end zone. And let's face it, this is a critical moment in this game. The 4th quarter of the national championship, and you're trailing. You've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Can't get it away. The defense has got away. Huge stop this stage of the game. And a timeout taken by the offense. 18 seconds on the clock. This can be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal. And this offense is down. Needs this. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Quarterback drops back. He breaks free. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they won the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. We're the last team standing at the top of the mountain curve, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official. Your kings of college football and national champions, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks.